So yes, Pop and Annie, this is some of them will watch later. Some of them will. Your a lot of wisdom, Poppy and Annie. Please tell us so we know your grandsons. In Cambodia, we all will love to hear from you.
Thing that a husband should do is to let his wife speak first.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. So amazing that we can share with you so far away. And our hearts are in Cambodia. We love Cambodia. And we have been there many times. And I was just there several months ago. And we love it. Batanak has asked us to talk about our families. We each have a family. Each of us have 3 because our first mates passed away. And so we've been married now for 33 and a half years. So it's been a long while, longer than my second husband. My first husband died at 43, and Dwayne's wife was
57.
57, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's okay, Dwayne. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, the title of this is The Joy in a Family. And we both find an unusual amount of joy coming from family, from children, from grandchildren, and now from great-grandchildren, especially Nanny. She loves those little baby girls.
Thanks, Poppy and Annie.
So we also have a large extended family that we greatly enjoy, and your host tonight, or our host, is one of those
Children.
extended
Right.
family members that
Right.
we've known now for probably 17 years or something. I don't know. He was a young boy when we met, and it was well, I think it was a God thing, because he certainly turned out to be a wonderful choice. And now he's married and has his degree from college, and is a very mature young man with 2 children. And
Beautiful
we're very
life.
proud of him, as we are of all of our family.
Was it 2005? I was sitting in front of you and you were interviewing me. It was. I think that was my first time to get to know you, and I knew you were looking for a young man to work in rural area development, and I wasn't sure what it was yet. I was just answering all the questions. And during the interview, I heard something about training, and I think I said, "Wow, why the word training? It's so important." So, Pop and Nani, could you kind of tell us like why training is important? The way you observe us in Cambodia, why is it important?
I think and I'll speak first on this one, because I am probably best known as a trainer of young people. I've spent my life in education. I was a public school teacher, and then principal, and then the chief executive officer of a school district. And I just think that every young child needs to be trained, and they need to be encouraged, and not in a strong negative way, but they need to be told why things are so important. Why is it important to have good manners? Why is it important to be honest? We don't just say, you're going to get in trouble if you are dishonest. We go, no, we encourage you to be honest, because honesty is always the best way to go. It may not always be simple, and it may cause you some pain, but the whole first half of your life, like you're in your early 30s, but there's still a lot of training left to do in your life, because here I am, 91, and I'm still learning, and I'm still growing, and I'm still changing. But now, frankly, I'm looking at rules that don't make any sense anymore. And but for a child, they can't tell whether rule A or rule B or rule C is important. It takes a lifetime, the first 50 years of your life, to figure out why is this more important than that. And therefore, if I have to measure the two, I'm going to ignore this and I'm going to go for that. And another book that I've recently read, we need to help children live in the now and enjoy being 6 years old, being 9 years old, not always looking for a later date when they can grow up, and just enjoy the moment. And we need to teach them by enjoying the moment ourselves and not always wanting that instead of this. And just as an example, I have interviewed a number of people in my lifetime, and every one of them needs a little bit more money. Vatanak, do you need a little bit more money?
I do.
We always
just a little bit more.
A little bit more. And we never have quite enough. But if we could learn to enjoy the moment and let bygones be bygones and not worry about the future and just enjoy the time that we have with our children, instead of wanting them to be teenagers when they're little ones. Enjoy the little ones, and then when they get to the next phase, enjoy that. Sometimes we have to learn how to respond to a teenager.
I just heard today, enjoy your child today, the age he is today, because you'll never get this day back again. They'll never be just like they are today, and how important today is, how important now is. We don't know how long we'll have with each other, and we don't know how it will affect the children. So it's really important that we enjoy the now. Don't look, like Wayne said, don't wait until they're teenagers. Don't look at, if they're teenagers, wishing they were little again, but enjoy them where they are. And I think that's really important.
An example of that would be my son, Mark, who was at 35, encouraging me how important family is. And the most important people on planet Earth is my family. And he knew that I went all over the world to teach people. But he said, the greatest good you're going to do is with your own family. Now, he was not too much older than you. And at 37, he died. And so he was telling me how, Dad, you don't have that much longer to live. That was 34 years ago. And he didn't have that much longer to live. That was lived another 2 years. So you never know just how much time you have with family members. And we're at the age, and it's kind of humorous, but my wife said, honey, I have a lot of friends that are getting sick, and some of them are dying. And I said, well, all my friends are dead. Because not many people live to be over 90. And so almost all of my contemporary friends have passed away. And I've been blessed with some reasonably good health. And so there you go.
I'm grateful.
Poppy and Annie, according to what you observe the younger generation, what are some of the words of advice you want to give them before they enter their marriage life?
I would like to talk on that first. I think I think one of the things that we and maybe especially women we have a lot of expectations. We want this to be that way or that to be that way, and I always tell girls and I tell myself, if I don't have expectations, then everything I get is a gift. And I think that's so important because if we do have expectations and it doesn't work out that way, then we're so disappointed. So I think that for me, one of the things before you enter into marriage, just know that things aren't always going to be rosy, but they are. It is so. Marriage is a work. It's not just so an easy thing, but it's so worth it. And I just, we both lost our mates very young, and we both realized how precious that relationship was. And so cherish it.
Well, there's a song that says, count your many blessings, name them one by one, and then you will see what the Lord has done. And if there's a quality that's going to help every married person or every young person as a teenager, it's to learn to express appreciation and to be grateful. And there's another word that any good marriage counselor will tell you, never go to bed angry.
Amen.
Mm.
Amen. Very important.